Sequence and series. I'll be dealing with geometric progression. So I have a simple question that will help us to kickstart geometric progression. Now, it's a question where we have the third and the seventh terms of an AP, of a GP, sorry. They are 24 and 4 number 20 over 27 respectively. We are asked to find the common ratio, the first term, and sum of first four terms. Now, it is very important that I give you this summary so that you know. Take note. Look at the summary under this GP, all right? Look at the summary here, where we have nth term, which is Tn. Sn is sum of n terms. We have two of them. We have one when the condition is that r is greater than 1, and when r is less than 1, okay? So this is sum to infinity. This means sum to infinity, which is sum of a very large number. Where we know that A is the first term. Let me write it well so that you will get to understand what I'm saying. Is the first term, okay? And then N is number of terms, R is the common ratio. So let's begin. Now, please listen to me very well. Whatever you are given in the question, if you want to solve this question successfully, write it down. So if you check, we are given the third term. So T3 now, we are giving it as 24. Then we are given T7, and our T7 is 4 whole number 20 over 27. Now, since we have nth term, it therefore means if I have T3 is actually supposed to be, that is, I'm using this now, it's actually supposed to be AR raised to power 3 minus 1, which is AR squared. T7 will be AR raised to power 7 minus 1, which is AR raised to power 6. Now, it means that AR raised to power 2 is actually 24. Then AR raised to power 6 is actually 4 whole number 20 over what? 27. Now, you can actually change this one to improper fraction, which is 128 over 27. Now, by ratio, I want to do T7 over T3. Just because I want to get our common ratio, I will do this, okay? It's the same thing as saying AR raised to power 6 over AR raised to power 2. Of course, it's equals to going to be now 128 over 27, okay, all over 24. Now, since I have it this way, you can see that this A will go with this A, and of course, by the time you divide the R's, you are going to have R raised to power 4, because this is going to be r raised to power 6 minus 2, which is r raised to power 4. From the knowledge of your indices, take note of that. Now, it's equals to, now I have 128 all over 27. Then, of course, I'm going to have times 1 over 24. This is what I have now. Of course, I know that 2 can go here 12 times. I know that 2 can go here 64. Of course, 4 can go. 4 here is going to be 3 times. Then 4 here is going to be 16. So r raised to power 4 is actually 16 all over 81. So r is going to be the cube root, the fourth root, sorry, of 16 over 81. Fourth root of 16 is 2, and that of 81 is 3. So I have my common ratio. Since I have my common ratio, I can go and get the first term. I can substitute it into this, okay, which is actually this. Now, so we are going to have AR raised to power 2, of course, is equals to, of course, this is T3, so let's take note of that, okay, it's equals to 24. So it's going to be A, then we have 2 over 3, R raised to power 2 is equals to 24. Now, this is going to be A into 4 over 9 is equals to 24. So 4A over 9 is equals to 24, so that we have 4A is equals to 9 times 24. So A is going to be 9 times 24 all over 4. So here one, here is going to be, I think it's going to be 6. So the answer is 54. So we've gotten that. We are moving. I think we now, okay, we are now at the last question, the sum of the first 4 terms. Now, to get the formula to find the sum of the first 4 terms, it has to do with our R. What is our R? Our R is 2 over 3. Look at it. And 2 over 3, of course, is less than 1. So we are going to use the second formula. We are going to use this particular formula. So therefore, we are going to have Sn is equals to A into 1 minus r raised to power n all over 1 minus r. All right. So S4 now, of course, n is 4 in this case. All right. So it's going to be A into 1 minus this A is 54. So let me just substitute it straight. Okay. So we have 54. All right. Good. Into 2 over 3 all raised to power 4. All over 1 minus 2 over 3. And this is going to be 54. Of course, 1 into 1 minus, this is going to be 16 over 81, close the bracket, all over 1 over 3. All right, so we are going to have 54 into 65 all over 81, then times 3. This is what we have. And this, of course, 3 here 1 and 3 here 27. And then if you check, 27 here is 1, 27 here is 2. So I have 2 times 65. All right, and 2 times 65 is, of course, 130. 130. So this is our answer. So this is some of the first 4 terms of the progression. It's actually a very simple question, so you can watch it over and over and make sure you learn it to get to know it very well. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.